All right, guys, we're gonna make slime. So you should have a container, like a blue Tupperware container. It either has clear or white glue. It just depends on what kit you have. You should have some containers with numbers on top that are this size, and then you have one that's a little bit bigger like this. What you're gonna need from home is a measuring cup with 1/4 of a cup of water. You're gonna need to cover your table. I happen to have some plastic tablecloth roll down on here. And then you're gonna need a spoon, which I just have a plastic spoon, and I'm doing mine in a bowl. You can do yours right in your Tupperware container because I put it in there with the correct measurement and it is ready to go, and you should have plenty of room, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do, you have your glue, you have your spoon, you've got your table covered. You're gonna take the powder one, it should have a number 2 on the cap, and you're gonna pour that into your glue. Once you have it in there, you are gonna stir. You wanna make sure that all of the powder disappears. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can make sure I can see really good. Okay, so I am stirring and stirring and stirring. I like to kind of make a scoop motion. I have a white bowl and a white spoon and white glue, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that I'm like picking it up. I wanna make sure everything is mixed really, really well. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna measure 1/4 of a cup of water. You're gonna take that water and you're just gonna pour it right into the glue. You don't have to pour a little bit at a time, you can pour it all at the same time. Now, at this point, you have to be really, really careful because you wanna make sure you don't slosh your water over the side because then that will mess up your measurements. And so again, I'm gonna make sure I use that spoon. I don't wanna stir too fast. Sometimes I kind of push and I'll turn my bowl and go in a circle, but I wanna make sure that I cannot tell a difference from the water and the glue. So I just keep mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing, and then I mix and I mix and I mix and I mix some more. All right, now one thing that I forgot to do is I don't have on an art shirt, but most of my clothes are art shirts. You wanna make sure that you are making your slime in something that you don't really care about, all right? The next thing you're gonna do is you should have a container that has like some glitter and maybe some powder. It might have, it just has different stuff in it. So it should have a number 3 on the lid. And you're gonna dump it in there. So mine is full of glitter, and then down at the bottom of mine, I actually have food coloring. And so you might have a powder that has the food coloring, you might have something down on the bottom. All right, now at this point, my glue is gonna change colors. If it's powder or glitter, you need to scrape your edges and make sure you get all of that really mixed in. And so see, I'm gonna turn my bowl again. And so as I turn my bowl, you'll see that the motion that I have is to kind of get it in there. Now at this point too, you can tell if your water is mixed all the way in, because if it's not, you're gonna end up with streaky paint or a streaky color. And so you should have one solid color. Now I have this blue with the glitter, and now I'm gonna take the bigger container. This is your Stay Flow. I do not wanna dump the whole thing in. I wanna put about half of it in. See, I still have about half left, and I am gonna start to stir. Now I should immediately notice that there is a thicker blob right in the middle, right when my Stay Flow touched it. But again, I wanna use my spoon and I wanna make sure I'm really stirring, because you can get a ball of just the Stay Flow. Let's see here, where it's not completely mixed in. So it's kind of like something that you might have to smush or pop, but you should be able to see. Don't touch it, I should not have done that, but I did have a bubble there. See, I can start to pull up that string. From there, I'm gonna put about, you know, a little bit more, but I'm still not dumping the whole thing in there. If I dump the whole thing in there, I might overactivate, and overactivating is not good. Okay, I've got a nice big lump in the middle, but still plenty that I have to mix, 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 mix. So I'm mixing and I'm turning and I'm smushing and I'm trying not to go. See, look at that. Getting it? Now I'm touching it again, but I'm not sticking my whole hand in. I've got some bubbles like right there that is full of Stay Flow. So I want to get that out so it can mix. Now I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to just keep going until the way you know that it is done is that you have it no longer sticks to the side of the bowl after you have stirred it very vigorously. So vigorously at this point, most of my liquid should at least be becoming some bit of clumpy, and so I can begin to pull it up and down like so. Around good. Okay, now I'm gonna put my hand on the bowl because now I can start to really stir. And see, I don't have very much left. It's one great big blob. Now it's still pretty sticky, and that is okay because it is slime, you know. So I'm gonna use my fingers and I'm kind of touching it, and look, it's sticking it to me. I'm not sticking my whole hand in yet. What I'm gonna do is what Stay Flow I have, and I've still got some left, I'm gonna rub that on my hand just like lotion. That allows me to start pushing at it, and then I can stick my hand in, and now you can see I'm starting to squish it. That's because I put that Stay Flow on there. Remember I said the slime can get like some pockets of Stay Flow where it's not all the way mixed into your glue, and at some point you're gonna have to work it with your hands. Now look, because I took that Stay Flow, I rubbed it on my hands like lotion, now I can pick up and take my slime in one big blob. And then I'm done, and you have your container to pop it right back into, and it will keep it for usually a couple weeks as long as you keep it sealed. Have fun with your slime.